Hello, y'all. Hello, YouTube. It is April 23rd, 2019, and I'm actually here back with some YouTube drama video, honey. Y'all know I typically don't do these types of videos, but when it's monumental to this scale, I usually got to add my darn own sense. Somebody on this bitch got to be the voice of reason. So I'm going to get to part two of my politic talk for y'all that was correcting me on Andrew Yang's UBI bill. I will check that out and then do a part two. But just for the entertainments, if y'all not for the entertainments, y'all can go ahead and jump off. But honey, we here to talk about everybody in the YouTube streets versus none other than Tasha K. And I'm just gonna start off from the rip right at the minute mark. We ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. Everybody in here is wrong. I'm not team Tasha K. I'm not team Unlovely. I'm not team darn gone sweet. I never even know Sweetma. Like I'm gonna look up her video before then, but I ain't even take no time to even look up who Sweetma is. I've seen like three videos of Armon Wiggins, but I really don't know what they beef is about. Of course, everybody know who Malibudollface is. Um, but yeah, this all back to the darn gone Cardi B thing. I'm going to darn gonna break all this shit down and why I think everybody in this darn gone shit was wrong. So first, before I break down why everybody's wrong, let's get to what started all this. What started all this was uh it was a group of like 7 or 8 people, and I thought it was my girl Renaissance Woman. Y'all know there is a YouTuber in the conscious community called the Renaissance Woman, and she had a former channel called the Lions Den. So when I seen the Lions Den, and I was like, wait a minute, Ren, you don't put back the Lions Den. So I was thinking it was a whole different YouTuber. And then when I heard the voice, it sounded like somebody totally different because it was not the usual people that, Ren is and I'm gonna stop saying your name, Ren, before they darn gonna bring that shit on over to that side of YouTube, buddy. But I thought it was her darn gone channel, and then it sounded somebody else like a certain feminist that is a frequent person of Wynn's channel. I said, did Ren let such and such borrow the channel? Because for the first 5 minutes, I thought that the Lions Den was first Renaissance Woman. Then I thought it was a YouTuber called Black Women's Sphere because the voice sounded like a New Yorker voice, and it had that same tone as the as a YouTuber I know by the name Black Women's Sphere. Honey, once I ruled that it wasn't neither one of them, but they was talking about Tasha K. I was like, what the hell is they talking about Tasha K for? Ruled that it wasn't neither one of them. It's 7 people on the live stream, and they is just talking about Tasha K for like over 4 consecutive hours. So this was a pajama party, and I had no idea that this was actually done at nighttime. From what I'm getting from the conversation, because I took time over the course of the past 2 days to listen. Yeah, I couldn't take all that shit in one sitting. I had to listen to that shit over the past 2 days. That's why I'm recording it now, 3 days after the fact. Um, and besides, I didn't even see it until the 21st after all the shit went down. But yeah, listen to it over the course of 2 days. It seems like the main person on the channel had a previous beef with Tasha K because she was spilling some tea along with everybody else around that time frame. Um, there was some sides chosen. You had the team Olivia Oracles. I think Olivia Oracle was rocking with uh Lovelyti, and then Nicole Tyler was rocking with Tasha K. And I didn't understand the team shit because I was like, both of them need to darn gonna cut the bullshit out. I can't believe they let a vegan stripper darn gonna cause all this darn gonna dissension amongst all of them. It's like two beautiful black women. Y'all darn gonna about to fall out over anything. Y'all gonna fall out over this darn gonna bullshit. I don't give a goddamn if Cardi B was accused of darn gonna twerking her ass in the middle of the street and tossing shit at damn cars. What the fuck that got to do with y'all? Like, why is y'all letting a miscommunication? Because that's what I saw throughout all of these many months. I seen a lot of damn miscommunications. He say, she say, and then on the live it got worse from there. And it was some miscommunication even on this darn on 10-hour live stream. And I'm gonna break that down in the moment. But yeah, they spent like the first 4 hours Then there was this YouTuber called Leak You. Now I want to put emphasis on that because there's two YouTubers on there that start with L. There's a Leah and there's a Leak You. Leah had issues with Sweetma, but that's a whole different issue. They settled that afterwards. But Leak You end up darn gone saying she was putting information out on Tasha K for all these darn gone weeks and stuff. She know that she just got served. Why isn't she talking about that? Tasha K done being said for the past 2 weeks she can't talk about her legal issues. So that's why she ain't been talking about it. I thought it was pretty common that if you are in the midst of a lawsuit, you know that you can't really talk about it. That's the same reason why Wendy Williams is not outright talking about her darn gone divorce because legally she's in the midst of a divorce settlement. She can't talk about an ongoing darn gone, matter. So they wasn't getting that. So she was trolling darn gone Tasha K. And Tasha K, this is where your ass is wrong because Tasha K, now, and don't come for me because, honey, like I said, you know the chat rooms that I be in, and I see that you be over there in those chat rooms. Girl, don't you come for me. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I'm not taking no sides. I'm not Lovelyti because I'm about to drag all y'all bitches in this darn on video. Because y'all up 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning on some damn bullshit. Y'all brought in 420, and it would be ironic that 420 would land on damn Easter, honey, because all y'all was acting like some doped up eggs, honey. All y'all was up there 3, 4 in the damn morning on some bullshit. She sends you an Instagram message, Leak You, saying that she was the friend of herself. She was pretending to be a friend of somebody and saying that she knows about information regarding her kids and everything else. Now, Tasha, this is where I lost respect for you. Now, you is always known for saying that you don't bring children into this. You don't bring children into this. That's what you say on the camera, right, girl? Now, here this girl is darn go hitting you up on your Instagram. Now, this is all she doing this on live, right? And you was responding back in real time. You didn't have no car paternal or anything. You hold on to why I'm mentioning why she didn't have no car paternal, baby. She didn't have no car paternal. Why she just asking about a girl, give me your phone number, give me your email address. If you got the children email address, give me that. Now you didn't ask at no point in time was her children grown. Now this Leak You girl, she don't look like she's no old woman. I mean, she can do with a moisturizer too. Girl, hit me up. I'm a licensed medical esthetician. I say that just to be constructive criticism. If you want to come down to the Fayetteville 26, I also darn gonna ship products out to you if you are not in the area. I got you darn gonna covered. You darn gonna look good enough, but you can do with a little bit moisturizer because you do look true to age around late 30s. We can get you looking back to your darn on 20s. Your skin is moderate damage from what I seen on the darn gone live. But anyways, outside of the darn esthetician consultation I had to give Miss Leak You real quick. Leak You was darn trolling darn Tasha. And Tasha took the damn bait. And darn didn't know that she was really talking to Leak You until somebody from the chat ran and told her that she was being trolled. And then she changed the narrative. But Tasha, why did you ask information about the children and you didn't know for a fact whether her children are grown or not? Not everybody is Lovelyti. Not everybody is no teenage mother. So I'm trying to figure out why did you feel the need to darn ask for the children's information when you are known for saying that you don't do children. You don't do adolescent children. And excuse me, y'all, I'm getting my charger because I already can tell this is going to be a minute. Let me go ahead and pause. Like I was saying, you said you're known for not bringing no children into this, but you know for a fact that that woman Leak You don't look no older than 40 years old. So on average, her children would be teenagers. So why did you feel so comfortable asking for her darn on children email addresses? Uh, even if they didn't like their mother, if you don't darn gonna touch adolescent children. So that's where you fucked up, Tasha. You fucked up and you was darn gone, you got caught up in that lie. And I didn't appreciate that shit. I don't like when no children is involved in no grown folks mess. So you shouldn't have darn gone been trying to ask for that darn gone woman's children. You was wrong as fuck for that, and I got to hold you accountable for that. But going on from there, once she found out it was a prank, she was trying to get into the live stream. And I can respect them for saying, "Oh, bitch, no, you can't get in." So they was telling her she couldn't get in. She has a previous history of drama with the Lions Den. I guess Lions Den was dropping some information on her, and she didn't like it, and so she was darn gone mad with the Lions Den, who is the host of this panel. So this is like 5 hours in at this point by the time Tasha got in onto the thing. So they were shit talking Tasha for the past 4 hours. Now she's finally here. You still can't get past your issue. Finally, Lions Den said, "I'll let the bitch least come in if she wants to give me an apology." So she ends up calling from the phone. Now here's the problem with this phone thing. I don't know what Miss Leak You problem is with not knowing how a darn on headset work. Y'all know I work in multiple call centers. So let me go ahead and get my headset real quick and show y'all how the headset work and what went wrong with this communication. Lord, I got all my technology down here. But in a moment, until I get my darn on headset together, let me tell you, they called her up. Now Leak You got her phone right, and it's going in and out. So ultimately she ended up apologizing through the very bad connection. She has the phone like this. But the problem was she had a headset. And oh my goodness, I can't get my headset up, y'all. Okay, this is the idea of what the headset is. The problem is she kept holding the doggone phone up to this part as if Tasha speaking out from the phone is going to make Tasha hear what she's saying. And she's saying even though the connection is rickety because every time she kept putting the phone close, it was staticky. She can still make out what everybody is saying on the panel, but Tasha can't, and she thinking that Tasha is lying about not being able to hear but every other third word. I'm going to tell you why Tasha couldn't really hear Leak You. The reason why she couldn't hear you is because your ass was darn gone. You didn't realize that you was inside the chat. So the audio is different versus somebody listening through a darn on third party device. That's one thing. Number two, you're creating static interference between two devices over voice over IP software, which is what Google uses. That's the second thing. Number three, the darn on Tasha was not hearing them through your darn on headset, which you speak. They was hearing her from the speaker part of the headset. She was darn on barely picking up on the residual noise that came out the outside of your headset. That's why she was having a hard time hearing, because you were so busy trying to have the phone so close where they can hear her. She cannot accurately hear them based off of you wearing the headsets, if that makes sense. So you should have took out your headsets and let them speak from the you should have had her on speakerphone. Like that was another thing. Why is Leak You, why didn't you just put darn on Tasha K on speakerphone? You had her on regular phone, like you needed to talk to her like this as opposed to just having it out like that. So that's what made it more difficult. It would Tasha would have been more audible if you would have also had her on speakerphone as opposed to having her on the regular phone. And then, like I said, she trying to pick up on the residual noise from the darn headset. And then after she finally apologized to you, and then apologized to Lions Den, all of a sudden she gets sidetracked by Lovelyti. Lovelyti, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay, like I was saying, Lovelyti ended up coming out the blue. Now, it was hard to see because I didn't see Lovelyti in the chat. The chat kept freezing up on my end. But somehow Lovelyti asked in for the call-in link. Because they end up giving a call-in number, right? So, out of the blue, Tasha K is still struggling to darn on talk. And then she's getting cussed out by Lovelyti. And it took everybody off guard. Only Lions Den knew that darn on Lovelyti popped up in the darn on chat. So for the first like 2 minutes, Tasha K is believing that darn gone Lions Den is cussing her out, which is crazy because they just darn gone made up and apologized. Now Lions Den is seemingly cussing her out. But it took her like a good 2 minutes to realize that it wasn't darn gone it wasn't Lions Den, it was darn gone Lovelyti. For whatever reason, Lovelyti felt amped up, and I'm gonna call her out on her darn gone hypocrisy in a damn moment. Because I find it mighty funny that Lovelyti, you remain silent all these months, but now you feel the courage to darn gone pop off at the darn gone mouth. I understand about pimped up, build up, and all that shit. I'm a Capricorn. I know sometimes we keep shit in for the longest, but even at a certain point, I would have been darn gone check the fuck out of Tasha if I was in darn gone T's position. And at the end of the day, T ain't innocent either because Tasha was right that I do believe when she said that they planned the shit. Now somehow in the midst of that, Malibu got on the phone because T said let's call Malibu to clear this shit up. Now I didn't know that darn on T. I thought they was all mutual friends. It turns out that Tasha had more of a connection to Malibu than Lovelyti did. And that threw a whole monkey wrench in the situation. So in the midst of them arguing about their situation, darn gone Malibu gets called in. Now by this time, they finally darn gone ended the phone because Leak You her ass still not realizing that Tasha can barely hear because you got the headsets up to your ear, but you got Tasha up here, so she's only hearing partial of what the conversation is going on. That's why she kept struggling to hear. She wasn't near her computer to see the live chat, so she didn't even know that anybody was coming in. Thank goodness, because she probably would have been overwhelmed by the time she would have seen that chat. Because by the end of all of this, it was literally a 12-on-1. And I'm not saying Tasha K didn't start no shit with some of these people, but I felt that it was unfair. It was very tacky and classless for it to be a beatdown, even though she halfway asked for the ass whooping. Because it's like, Tasha, I can't feel all the way sorry for you when you begged to come on the damn live stream. Once again, you begged to come on the darn gone bitch. Darn gone Lions didn't even want you on the thing. That's why she didn't put you in on the chat in the beginning. But by the time all this went down, and Lions Den done had an apology, she should have darn gone been able to give you an invite. But somehow none of these people knew that you can give somebody an invite without having to reveal your personal email address. Like who everybody else who had an invitation link, they could have shared their link and it wouldn't have kicked them off. They could have darn gone email Tasha K with their email address and it wouldn't have been connected to the Lions Den at all. So now she got to call in on the back end, and now she's going in a back and forth with Lovelyti, and she's going in with Malibudollface. And for the most part, everybody did try to stay out of it at first, but it was too many people kept interjecting, taking themselves off mute. It was background noise from several people, and that would make it even more difficult for Tasha to hear. Tasha's already in the background. She's not on the main panel. Lovelyti is on the main panel. So her voice is more pronounced than the call in, who is more so on the back end, which is now Tasha. So Tasha is being drowned out by Leak You, by the gay man that was on the panel. Who else Mike kept interrupting? Those were the main two. But Leak You was the one that darn gone got everybody together. So I understood why her shit was on. But the other person, we kept getting static from his darn gone end. Malibu and darn gone Tasha going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And correct me if I'm wrong. Now I'm confused on this shit. I don't recall Tasha ever bringing Malibu into the fold. Did y'all hear when? Because I remember when Malibu did his video, he never addressed this shit either about Tasha putting his name in his mouth. I heard him roasting Tasha for a half hour. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not them bitches. I can't go 8 hours. I'm already getting tired right now, and then I got to do a politic talk video right after this. Honey, y'all pray for me. But I don't recall when neither one of them bringing Malibu into this. I did. I'm still confused how he was brought in this per se. He I did remember when Tasha said that both her and T was going to train the internet, that they planned this. But then now I'm confused because Tasha, you got caught up in another lie, baby. Because if you said that you knew that that T had some stuff from the beginning, then you lied to us as the viewers when you said that you stuck by darn on Star Marie's story and still believed everything that she said. But now you trying to say that you already knew that T had some darn on shit to contradict that and that y'all planned this. That didn't make sense to me at all. Because then, you're going to have to admit that you lied to us when you said that you was sticking by darn on Star Marie and that y'all was planning on blindsiding her. I hope that did not appear on my thing. I just, oh God, $3 trillion. Oh, y'all, if y'all ain't seen my UBI video, y'all go check that out. But honey, we get to the politic talk in another video. Let me take that notification off my screen. But yeah, somehow Malibu, I'm getting another notification. Lord, my video just going hot today with this darn on UBI. But somehow Malibu got it misconstrued that darn on Tasha said that all three of them was in there. And that's not how I perceived it when I first seen the video. Because when I seen Malibu clap back at darn on Tasha, he didn't even bring that shit up. He darn on was making it seem like he was a bystander who was siding with darn on Lovelyti, and he seen the bullshit with Tasha. We didn't know anything about darn on Malibu on the behind the scenes end. And that wasn't then Tasha darn on was calling T. Now T done got flared up because y'all know her ass suffered from sickle cell. And my condolences. I suffer from severe Crohn's disease. I'm a cancer survivor. So if anybody knows about autoimmune disease and disorders, honey, this darn gone semi-bald headed bitch knows. Y'all know I'm actually dealing with my hair loss in conjunction to this darn gone shit. So I know about what Lovelyti is going through when it comes to the darn gone pain front. However, by the time you got out the darn gone hospital and your darn gone sickle cell was under control, for all these months, you never said nothing. You took the high, well, you seemingly took the high road because this is where Lovelyti fucked up. Lovelyti, I personally seen you with my own eyes throw the darn on rock and hide your hands. And then for whatever reason, what happened behind the scenes with y'all three, Malibu got cool with you. And now you darn gonna say out your own mouth on this chat that you didn't know Malibu. But this darn gonna shows that y'all got cool real quick afterwards because I'm seeing y'all at events together. Y'all darn gonna liking each other posts nonstop. Y'all darn gonna bigging up each other and all this. So y'all quickly darn gonna got a friendship out of the darn gonna breakup of you and darn gonna Tasha. So the irony of that situation. And I'm gonna tell you why it's ironic in a moment. But yeah, I found Lord, my notifications are hot today. But anyways, I found that it was just sad. All of this over a vegan stripper. Because like I said, darn on Cardi B could have darn on been throwing shit at cars. And I don't think it really gave two fucks. At the end of the day, both y'all are commentators. And darn on Lovelyti, you really pissed me off by the end of this damn call. Now, you really showed your hand and everybody was too stupid to not see your bullshit. Now, I mean, like I said, everybody in this goddamn situation was wrong as fuck. Tasha K, you asked for the ass whooping, but y'all bitches did not have to give her the gang up ass whooping because even though she asked for it, you should have had enough doggone decorum. Lovelyti, since that's your word, you should have had enough decorum to know that, okay, this bitch is 7 months pregnant. And you know she has a tendency not to back down. She's an extrovert. She's loud. So you should have doggone kept doing what you doggone been doing and doggone just kept your little shit behind the scenes. Because like I said, you not innocent. I seen you throwing the damn rock and hiding your motherfucking hands, bitch. I seen Malibu darn on stirring the pot, but then he claiming he ain't in darn on shit. You hyping darn on Miss darn on Nigerian queen up. Because darn on Lovelyti darn on got caught up in some other darn on mess. With her darn on Nigerian, but we ain't gonna go there with the Nigerians today, honey. But yeah, all of this over two light skinned bitches who are darn on multi-millionaires that don't give a fuck about neither one of y'all. What I sense where the flip went on at is that T came up with the information in the midst of darn on Tasha already setting up the interview. So I believe that first she did not know whether the story was credible. Now, and I believe that Star Marie's story is like 70% credible. I said 70% true, 30% motherfucking lies, bitch. 70% true, 30% lies. I do believe that they were some roommates. I don't believe that you was darn on upgrading Cardi B like that because we seen what you look like and we seen what Cardi looked like. Cardi was already good in the wig department. She naturally has darn on 3C hair, so she wouldn't. Actually, both of y'all have curly hair. So both y'all didn't have no bad, what would be deemed bad texture of hair because y'all know how they like to demonize type 4 hair, honey. And not Star Marie, but you know, the Cardi B's and stuff of the world. So I didn't see, I didn't believe that shit when she said she upgraded Cardi B and all of that, and Cardi B was raunchy. It was like, bitch, she was no more raunchy than what you was. The only difference was you was more vegan with your shit. You a darn gone vegan hoe. She's a darn gone chemical hoe. Both of y'all are still hoes turning it on a pole for a motherfucking tree. So don't act like you more darn gone better than her. Both of y'all shaking y'all ass at the end of the day for a motherfucking coin, bitch. So at the end of the day, I consider that this was entertainment. Okay, she got a story to tell on Cardi B. Go ahead and report the news. You got an opposing opinion. Okay. At the end of the day, we can darn on both come out with our stories and still be darn on friends. But y'all let this darn on shit get between y'all because Cardi B, she did reach out and was over Lovelyti. And Lovelyti was feeling the darn on sauce because I seen how her whole deposition changed once darn on Cardi B started conversing with her. She did get caught up in the damn fandom. I believe that shit. Because anybody who's been following Lovelyti for the longest, you seen how her whole deposition done changed with that motherfucking Cardi B started inboxing her. So in the midst of darn airing out Cardi B, Lovelyti got caught up in the sauce of Cardi B, which made her rethink the situation. And then she came across some information that was slightly contradictory to Star Marie, which was not hard because we can see that Star Marie is a little woo woo, but it's like, okay, she's a little touched, but I still believe the damn story to a certain extent. Like I said, 70% truth, 30% flat out lies. I also don't really believe that darn on threesome in the bed type shit. You let somebody just eat you out and you didn't know it. It's like, girl, what was you high on? You talking about somebody darn on for filter fish stinking, but bitch, you so high out your mind, you didn't feel nobody eating you out in the darn on bed, and you felt comfortable laying in the darn on bed. You felt darn on, so you essentially admitted to being a prostitute. Because why was you laying over there in the first place? And it ain't in victim shame because you darn gonna reveal that you was a prostitute, Star Marie. So it's like a lot of darn on hypocrisy from everybody. Star Marie trying to make it seem like she's better than Cardi B because she's a darn on vegan and she's darn on with Dr. Sabi and all of that. Being one of Sabi's darn on hoes, I want to believe. A vegan hoe is what I darn on consider Star Marie. But ultimately, I still think she's good. I follow her. She has plenty of advice because at the end of the day, I feel this is just entertainment. I still follow Lovelyti. I follow Tasha K. I don't know none of these people on this lines. Then I just saw y'all for the first time. I see whether I darn on follow y'all. I'm going to give y'all a couple more videos before I know that. Oh, and then they brought 7 stars into this, but hold on to that. But meanwhile, back to this darn gone the root origins of all of this. All of this stems from Natasha K and Lovelyti having a falling out. Lovelyti being too scared to darn on directly address darn on Tasha K. But all of a sudden, now that you done seen that this group has been dragging Tasha K for 6 hours, Tasha K is 7 months pregnant, and then you see more of your YouTubers coming to your rescue, all of a sudden you feel bad about it to be darn on hood. That's what I seen from Lovelyti. Because you've been paying the high road all this time, but now you talking about, well, why you ain't got that same energy? Okay, number one, it's 4 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, and she's in a darn on house with her children. Just off of that alone, she ain't gonna get too loud. So it's like, Lovelyti, just because both your children are damn near grown, because you had your children at the age of 16 and 18 years old. Tasha K's children is what, like 14 and 11. So what do she look like? And then she has a whole husband, you don't. So it's like, what do she look like really getting turned up with you? 4 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Of course you yelling because you alone in your darn gone condo. But darn gone, Tasha got a whole family. So y'all was being disingenuous with saying why wasn't she yelling? Why wasn't she keeping that same energy as last year? Because number one, none of y'all should be keeping the same energy. This darn gone shit's been drawn on for much too long. But the difference is she wasn't pregnant then. Now she has a baby that darn gonna get to be concerned about. So it's like, I wouldn't want her to be worked up anyway. And that's not a defense for darn gone Tasha. That's a defense for the baby. That Tasha nor everybody on this chat gave a respect to the darn gone baby inside of Tasha, because Tasha shouldn't have been on the motherfucking live stream to go through this ordeal in the first place. But y'all know her darn gone situation and still shouldn't entertain the damn ordeal. So that's where everybody's wrong. And then the fact that everybody's going at her, I see why she felt ambushed at first, because Lovelyti came in out the blue without no warning. So that was the first strike against Lions. Then you didn't darn gone facilitate that Lovelyti was getting in on the call. You never got her on the live stream. So she's darn gone subject to darn gone multiple technical difficulties by being in the damn background compared to Lovelyti. Then you got interruptions for people not darn gone turning their mic down. And then you got darn gone some other people chiming in. So it was really somewhat like a gangbang on darn gone Tasha K. Now, it wasn't premeditated, but it did turn, because some people thought it was premeditated. No, it just happened out the blue. So it wasn't a premeditated darn gone bashing of Tasha K, but it did turn inadvertently into a bashing because everybody had a common darn gone hatred towards Tasha K. And then now the panel is backpedaling, talking about, oh, we just want y'all to have the conversation, and darn gone, that's what we wanted. No, it wasn't, because that's not even what the darn gone chat was created for in the beginning. Y'all didn't even know that Tasha K or nobody was going to be on here. It was a pajama party to bash Tasha K. So don't darn on backpedal. That's what I didn't like about the panel. They was talking about, oh, y'all need to hash this out, this, that, and the third. It's like, okay, both of these girls know they each other phone numbers. Why they got to hash it out on a public platform that's neither one of their own? They could have did it on Tasha K's live, or they could have went over to Lovelyti, said she's so body because, like I said, all of a sudden she acting hood now. She darn on this, that, and the motherfucking third. And I can't stand a bitch who acting like she darn on hood, and then in real life, you know, you the darn on type to be quick. Soon as if Tasha K drop that baby, you be the main bitch. Honey, your ass will have Tourette's syndrome, Lovelyti, calling the phone. Because if I had to choose between Lovelyti and Tasha K in the fight, bitch, you know Lovelyti getting dragged by that darn on high dollar, darn on cheap lace front of hers. You know she's getting dragged by that high dollar, cheap quality looking darn on lace front. Like, I ain't never met a Nigerian yet. I just seen Jackie Anna for the first time wear a wig somewhat decent. I don't know what it is with Nigerians with these darn on outdated wigs. Like, it be human hair and the shit still look low quality. But if I had to choose between the rooster and the helmet, bitch, I'm going with the motherfucking cock-a-doodle-doo, honey. Cock-a-doodle-doo from darn gone Panama. Because now Lovelyti is acting like she's about that life. That darn gone reminded me of Jada Pinkett Smith. Y'all remember when Jada act like she was a crack cocaine dealer? And it's like, bitch, you been famous since you was a teenager. When did you actually have time to sell crack, honey? You've had a consistent career since darn gone In Living Color. You went from In Living Color to darn on 90s movies to Set It Off to being with Will Smith to darn on having your children to being in more movies and TV shows to being a damn icon. Where in that darn on consistent time span did you have time to sell crack on the side? Girl, boo, stop that damn shit. And then with your mama being a former addict, that wouldn't even strike me for you to even darn on be a dealer, considering that you seen firsthand the side effects of what it is for a darn gone dealer. If because your mama had the story about being strung out on drugs for 27 years. So I wouldn't really see somebody of your temperament because you've always been of the consciousness ever since the 80s. So it's not like you was in no Biggie situation. And even though Biggie's mother wasn't an addict or anything, you have some family members who still do crack, even though your parents do crack, and you doing the same thing to your family what the drug dealer did to your family. But it was like, with your temperament, Jada, I don't even see you being able to do that. So similar to Lovelyti, it's like, girl, you came here from a whole different country at the age of 5 years old. English is not your first language. You had to learn the language by being in the hospital, doped up on medication because you suffer from sickle cell. You are a rare survivor because most sickle cell people in your case barely live to the age of 18. You end up darn on having two children. They said you weren't going to make it. You end up darn on becoming an editor, an IT, and now a successful YouTuber with two darn on silver plaques. Honey, I seen your whole life story, honey. Where in that darn on time frame was you darn on busting bitches down in the darn on hood? Where did you ever had to pin your hair back and put your sneakers on to drag a hoe? Girl, you is 5'8", no more than 130 pounds. You all boobs. You is the real life version of Wendy Williams, honey. Wendell Orthodox Bartholomew Williams. You is shaped like the motherfucking letter P, bitch. When was you ever darn on busting it down other than busting it in the hood in another damn way? You was busting it when you was a teenager, but not up nobody's darn on head. Honey, you was busting some head, but you wasn't darn gonna busting Becky or darn gonna Quita's head. Catch that, honey. But yeah, now on all of a sudden you a darn gone gangster talking about you got time. Why you ain't got that same energy? Because not nobody's getting turned up like you 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Just because you look like you was engaged in 420 because you in California, Lovelyti, and marijuana is legal over there. Tasha is pregnant, number one, and she's on the East Coast. So she was not able to enjoy in the 420 festivities. So just because that darn gone indica you got that indica you was smoking got you boosted up, Tasha is getting drained from them darn gone minerals that she has to provide to her baby. So of course she ain't able to match your darn gone intensity like you was on that darn gone indica allegedly that you was on 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. So now it's 8-on-1. Malibu makes it 9-on-1. And long below, who comes up in the motherfucking chat? Honey, I see Armon Wiggins come up in the damn chat. I see Gary Coleman Jr. I said, oh my goodness. Now, what in the hell does Michelle Antlin Brown got to do with darn gone Tasha K? Like, bitch, don't you have your situation with T.S. Madison and dang on Kaya? And then Sweetma, I was like, well, damn. All y'all have some issues with this child. Regardless of whether y'all had issues or not, I'm figuring out like number one, she should have definitely been brought in. By the time all of them started going at her, it's like, okay, she should have got a link by somebody to get in on the main front. At the whole time, they never gave her a link to get in on the darn on chat. So she's still pleading her case through the motherfucking darn on phone. And it's like, I'm seeing some contradictions from everybody. Darn on them saying, well, the conversation needs to be had because it couldn't be had in all this months. That was Lovely's decision. Lovelyti has a live stream every Sunday where she constantly gets at least 6,000 views. If she was really body, she could have just jumped in y'all chat and said, I'm starting my own live stream. Y'all come over here and I'm about to darn gonna invite this bitch over here and we can have a one-on-one talk. That way we could have actually heard what they were saying. And then you would have brought Malibu in and it would have been a live stream with all of them. That way everybody could have had a fair voice to be heard equally. That's what you should have did, Lovelyti, if you was really about it. You should have started your own live stream up. But you have a constant history of darn doing the same thing that Tasha's doing. How is you any better? You the pot calling the motherfucking kettle black. You darn talking about, oh, you jump from live to live, bitch. Bitch, you jump live to live. You in this darn live now, darn critiquing her. Now, what made you feel compelled to jump in the live 3 o'clock in the morning only because somebody told you so? And then later on, I told y'all to hold on to the fact that she insulted the damn panel. And all these bitches darn kissing Lovely's ass. They didn't catch the insult that she darn disrespected the fuck out of all of their asses. Now she darn talking about, see, this is why I don't fuck with y'all low vibrational ass bitches and all this. All the thing y'all do is sit up on here and darn disrespect. It's like the panel is actually agreeing with your motherfucking ass. So what is you talking about? The panel was actually agreeing with you. They did a whole darn 6 hours of roasting Tasha K before she even jumped in on the darn live chat. So it was already set up against darn Tasha K. And then they talking about they darn they just want to see them hash it out. It's like, no, that was not what the original video was about. Because y'all didn't know neither one of these people was going to get on this live. It was originally about to bash Tasha. And then y'all got Tasha in. And then y'all was curious about the Lovelyti situation, which is a personal matter. And then Lovelyti ended up coming in out the damn blue. So it was not originally, y'all was not originally contacting her on no kumbaya mess. Y'all was darn trolling her. Tasha took the motherfucking bait with her dumb ass. And I got to say, girl, you was dumb for that. And you was wrong as fuck asking about leak used children. You was wrong as fuck. You apologized the lies then. It should have been in the end of that right there. You shouldn't even entertain Lovelyti. But your ass did, and then everybody else jumped the fuck up on you. Because they didn't have no decorum about themselves about darn attacking a pregnant woman verbally for over darn 6 hours. And you didn't have no respect for your own baby by allowing you to even to go through that for 6 hours. So all of y'all motherfucking wrong. You was backpedaling and pussy popping just like Lovelyti was backpedaling. Talking about she don't fuck with low vibrationals. But what the fuck are your ass doing? 3 o'clock in the morning talking about, I'm here for it, bitch. I got time today. It's like you just talking about you got time today and you all about it. But then later on you want to talk about, see, I don't fuck with these vibrationals. Y'all don't do nothing but sit up here and spread negativity. We can all win this, that, and the motherfucking third, this, that, and the third. It's like, bitch, don't get darn all hostility like you motherfucking darn Robin Roberts. Don't sit your ass up there with 700,000 subscribers and act like you darn spreading authentic damn news. You ain't no better than darn Lioness or Tasha K. All y'all darn spread gossip in different damn styles. So don't darn talk about no low vibrational and then you sit your ass up there on the next day talking about ratchet ass Florida. Girl, boo, miss me with that bullshit. She just pissed me all the way off, and them dumb asses darn let her disrespect them. Talking about I don't fuck with y'all low vibrational asses. And y'all let y'all sit there and get motherfucking insulted. And they agreeing with you, and you disrespecting the chat, talking about y'all bitches in the chat, this, that, and the third. And it's like, once again, you ain't no better than Tasha K. Because over 90% of the chat is agreeing with you, but your ass is purposely looking for the darn 10% that might not be agreeing with you. Why is you darn giving darn energy to the darn 10% that's giving you hate if the majority of the chat was darn big up in you, Lovelyti? But you darn don't fuck with low vibrational. You above everything. But you just revealed that you was darn seeking out the 10% of the hate in the chat, and you darn responding nothing to the 10%. You ain't darn hardly respond to nobody that was regular in the chat. You was responding to Armon Wiggins. You was responding to darn Sweetma. You was responding to darn Gary Coleman Jr. But you didn't darn respond to the regular people who was talking to you in general, except for the 10% that was cussing you out, and the darn 5% of the people that was Tasha K stands. So how is you darn all this high vibrations but you darn gone giving the most attention to the darn gone negativity? How's you high vibrations, but you darn gone felt compelled to answer whoever darn gone responded to you that there was a chat going on in the lion's den about you? How's you high vibration, but you couldn't take the high road until darn gone Tasha K gave birth to her baby? Why you encouraging her to turn up 3 o'clock in the morning knowing that she's 7.5 months pregnant? But you darn gone high vibrational and you above all these bitches on the chat. That's not my words. Once again, Lovelyti called y'all low vibrational bitches. I just said y'all was tacky, but at the end of the day, that's what y'all do. And we darn gone live for the darn gone gossip and the mess. Be honest about the shit. But don't you sit up there and think you better than anybody else when you ain't nothing but the darn gone kettle to motherfucking Tasha K's pot. Y'all both got caught up all in this bullshit behind two light-skinned celebrities that wouldn't piss on y'all asses if you was on fire. Both of y'all would be burnt. And that ain't no colorless darn on comment because number one, I'm dark-skinned too. But y'all would be darn on more darn on blacker than what you are and not the even tone chocolate what you are. You would be darn on burnt and crisp if darn on Tasha K had to depend on Nicki Minaj and if you had to really depend on Cardi B. Cardi B darn gone got you darn gone wrapped up around her finger, and Nicki Minaj got a little bit of woo spell on motherfucking Tasha K. And with Star Marie thrown in the motherfucking mix with her Santeria, and darn gone putting the woo-zoo on your motherfucking laptop and shit, allegedly, from what you darn gone saying. Because I found that to be bullshit too, talking about you ain't never seen nothing like that in your life, but you forget that you were, you forget that you told us that you was an IT for a living. You act like you didn't darn gonna work on remote servers and shit for a living. That like you didn't do professional editings for darn gone models of magazines for a living. But you darn gonna talk about you ain't never seen that girl by just full of it. Like I said, everybody on there was backpedaling and motherfucking pussy popping. And I think they're really mad at Tasha K because, yeah, she darn gone lied and deceit, but she darn gone managed to market the fuck out of everything. They brought in darn gone 7 stars earlier, mentioning how darn gone she's kissing Tasha K ass. I don't know that, and really don't care. But what I can say, it was like the irony that, and I'm going to backpedal and get into 7 stars for a second. I found it real funny that they wanted to go at darn gone damn, it's too many people. It was like 14. 7 stars. 7 stars. I've just been watching her for the past month or so, and I have to say this. I'm not no lesbian, but bitches drop dead gorgeous. And so I found it funny that a bunch of darn gone women and guys on that darn gone chat who looks darn gone basic as fuck. The light skinned one looked like girl off of darn gone Friday. It's like, okay, you an average light skinned chick. You ain't no damn Beyonce, bitch. You ain't damn Rihanna to be sitting up here critiquing a darn gone hood bitch about having a darn gone hat on and a motherfucking do-rag. Okay, and that bitch can be motherfucking bald. And I'm saying this as a licensed esthetician, so anybody can critique looks, it's my ass. So don't y'all come for me on my motherfucking profession. I can say for a fact, that bitch can darn gone come up on there with a darn gone bald shaved head and outdo half y'all. And I'm not even no stand for 7 stars, but honey, that bitch can come up there with a darn gone mean cut motherfucking darn gone dyke fade and outdo y'all. That bitch can have a grill in her mouth and outdo half y'all. So I don't give a damn how cheap the wig, that girl, the wig did look cheap, bitch. But it's like, honey, the irony that y'all calling the 7 stars out for her wig, but you have the main darn on high dollar, cheap quality darn on wig wearing ass up on here. And you ain't darn on giving her the same energy. See, I don't like that darn on selective outrage and criticism. It's like y'all sit up on here and felt the need to call out 7 stars in her darn on wigs. But last time I checked, if 7 stars is really a low income chick from the darn on hood, I wouldn't expect for her to have no $2,000 wig with a darn on universal part and all that shit any damn way. But you got a bitch up on here with 700,000 subscribers saying that she's above all you low vibrational bitches and all that. But she still got the motherfucking waterways like it's motherfucking 1992, boo. It ain't 1992, boo. And then the darn on fact that you friends with Malibu, the darn on queen wig maker, you would think your darn on shit would darn on be the darn on flies up on here. Since he's the darn on top wig stylist up on this bitch, how in the hell you darn on up on here with darn on waterways from 1992, a wig that sits up darn on an inch from your darn on hairline. You don't darn on put no concealer up in here. You don't darn on pre-tweeze the knots to give any type of darn on uni unique hairline. It just looks like you just plop and glue the darn on shit on and just glue the just darn on whip the waves down. Like you back in motherfucking 1992. But you got you now best friends all of a sudden with the top wig stylist who is known for a customized hairline. So you telling me with all this darn on friendship and going out to darn on clubbing events and shit together, all this time Malibu couldn't get your wig game together? Girl, bye. But y'all want to darn on talk about somebody who probably don't make $50,000 a year and never claimed to be all about that. But at the end of the day, that goes to show sometimes a diamond in the rough is better than darn on hostile trash. Because once again, trash is trash no matter where the level's at. Just because you darn on trash and a darn on $1 million tax bracket don't make you better quality. So I sensed a little classism with Miss darn on Lovelyty's Nigerian ass. Low vibrational, but y'all ain't gonna call her out on her damn looks, but y'all gonna go and spend 30 minutes talking about darn on 7 stars. A bitch that can be motherfucking bald headed and outdo everybody on the motherfucking chat. That's the darn on irony of that damn shit. The fact that y'all coming for somebody who looks like a darn on Gabrielle Union type beauty, but none of y'all darn it is average as fuck, and then the darn on host is darn on in a predator mask. Like, bitch, I'm thinking I might need to look at my darn on windows and shit. I'm looking at this darn on shit 10 o'clock at night. Your ass is in a darn on predator damn mask. Everybody else is basic as fuck. And it's like, I'm thinking the movie Us or something. Us meet motherfucking Predator. Girl, boo. I felt offended on behalf of darn on 7 stars. I see she did a 2-hour video in response to y'all. I'm gonna love to see what that darn on response is. I ain't even for the sake of darn on maintaining, not being swayed. I didn't look at anybody else thing. I didn't look at Camille's. I seen somebody called Camille who was in the chat did a video. Who else? Camille did one. I think Nicole, Tyler, Olivia the Oracle, they was mentioning everybody. I ain't watched nobody. Because I wanted to give all this out. I sensed all of this was miscommunication. What happened was Lovelyti and Tasha had to falling out behind 2 celebrities. They didn't want to darn admit that damn shit to each other. They got caught up in their motherfucking feelings because at the end of the day, all of this is not damn deep. All of this was behind a story about a vegan stripper wanting to tell about Cardi B having darn on herpes simplex, which is not necessarily a lie because a cold sore can be considered a form of herpes simplex. The bitch lived nasty. Okay. And she had roaches. Okay, I can believe that. And she was a darn on hoe. And I believe that because from what she said, she was hoeing around right to Rick her. Because anybody who's bold enough to admit that she darn on was getting her coochie eaten out and didn't know it, bitch, you darn on basically admitted that you was a darn on hold out, darn on hoe with her. Okay. But y'all took this darn on shit personally, all behind some light skinned bitches who all darn on didn't have no personal ties with y'all. Now, granted, Star Marie is not really light, she's brown, but it would be considered substantially light compared to, Lovelyti and Tasha K. You let all these light skinned bitches orchestrate this shit around you. Malibudollface putting in his darn on 2 cents and kept throwing in necessary jobs. Because I seen at first Lovelyti and darn on Tasha K did somewhat. They could lie and say they wasn't, but I seen that they was trying to somewhat pair the shit up. For darn on Lovelyti said, "I know my friend wouldn't do this to me." To Tasha K, darn on breaking down a little bit, but darn on you let darn on Malibudollface stir the pot. Instead of darn on stirring the pot, you should have been darn on whipping up a darn on wig for her ass. You should have been darn on stirring in on a darn on stocking cap. that Dargon can go down to that bitch's motherfucking scalp. You should have been giving her a Dargon a lace front, no, a full lace wig that could be parted anywhere. You should have been giving her something where the waves stop right here. I understand the bitch got 5 heads, but that she don't need to cover the Dargon waves all the way down to her motherfucking eyebrows. So you should have been Dargon stirring up on a Dargon sew on a Dargon needle sew for her a good damn wig, instead of damn stirring the pot to contribute to the demise of the 2 Dargon top black YouTubers in this motherfucker. At the end of the day, the 2 top black YouTubers end up Dargon breaking up all behind some minuscule vegan Dargon stripper going against the organic stripper. That's what I see. All of this behind 2 strippers. And Dargon 2 celebrities that wouldn't piss on y'all asses if y'all was on fire. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Put your thing down, zip it, and reverse it. Hey, share banana one. Honey, y'all is up here. Dargon zipping it, reversing it, backpedaling, and pussy popping like a motherfucker. Y'all calling Dargon Tasha out on the times that she was backpedaling. And Dargon Tasha, another thing. Now, bitch, why you Dargon try to put the colorist thing on Malibu? Now, Malibu is a lot of things. But why you but maybe she didn't. Maybe she slipped up and thought she heard him say black bitch. But let me tell you how dangerous that is. Now, you can say Dargon Malibu is classism. He's arrogant. He's a little ass or all that. But don't Dargon put no Dargon remark on that, because that can be very damaging to put a light skin, especially in this Dargon time and age. You could have Dargon hurt his career by Dargon trying to label him as a colorist. You would have had Dargon Chrissy ass. Honey, Chrissy was the only bitch not up in that Dargon chat tonight. You had everybody up in that motherfucking chat. Honey, you Dargon, as soon as you said black bitch, it seemed like you was trying to wake Dargon Chrissy up to get up in the chat. Chrissy would have did a whole hour video, Dargon mentioning how Dargon Malibu, and then Malibu's gay too. Oh, you know she would have really had a field day, because you know she don't really fuck with the gays. And it's always a Dargon bitch with a blank profile that wants to talk the most shit. So you know she would have really been back there behind her shadow, Dargon talking shit. Because she get the Dargon bash the LGBTQ community and Dargon attack innocent light-skinned person in this case. Because Dargon Malibu ain't said nothing that Dargon allude to your damn skin color. Like, come on now, Tasha. Now, is Dargon T colorist to a certain, is she fascinated with some color? I do believe that shit. From what I've been seeing from the Dargon sites and stuff, okay. And it is what it is. Okay, she likes herself a light-skinned dick. It is what it is. But there's a difference between her having a preference for a light-skinned dick versus you trying to say somebody's colorist and disparaging to dark-skinned black people. So, Tasha, you was wrong for that. But you got yourself in this live, you begged yourself to get in this live, and your ass got drugged for filth, and I actually felt bad for you. Your husband, I don't know where the fuck he was at. His darn ass should have got his darn Nigerian ass up and darn snatched that phone from you and said, bitches, good night on behalf of my wife. I don't know where the hell was he at doing all this. Somebody should have been there to snatch darn Tasha's darn. I seen that shit for 6 hours that she got drugged, and I just kept feeling sorry, not for her, but for the baby. And the fact that nobody else didn't take that baby in consideration, shame on y'all. Because at the end of the day, y'all, T, you been quiet all this time. Now all of a sudden you see that 10 people done got her roasted for 6 hours. She's 7 months pregnant, and you got everybody else in your corner. Now you felt the time to act about it back. You got time to act about it back. What stopped you from any other time? Like Tasha said, you could have hung up the motherfucking darn live stream right now and called her up and put her on recording if you needed proof. You could have texted darn Tasha. Y'all bitches could be on a private FaceTime. Y'all and then everybody else media ain't talking about, oh, we needed to darn get y'all together. What you mean? All of them know each other's numbers. Y'all just wanted the darn show. Y'all's acting like y'all motherfucking Dr. Phil or darn Liana Van Zant. And I will give Lioness she did fix one relationship at the end of this damn line. Actually, she fixed the relationship with her and Tasha. And then Sweetma and Lydia darn got back together cool. So, okay, you darn Ayana to a certain extent, but bitch, that ain't no darn on normal profession. This is my profession. Girl, bye. You is not darn on coming for your Yana Van Zant's crown, hoe. Y'all darn on started this live to be messy, and it turned out to be really lit up and darn on instead. Y'all acting like y'all moderating all of a sudden for the darn on out of the pure archelism of y'all darn on hearts, like y'all wasn't darn on just roasting darn on Tasha K for 6 hours straight. Once again, keep the darn on energy. Don't act like you darn on have her best interest at heart all of a sudden now. Y'all know at the end of the day, it wasn't planned, but she was darn on attack. It became 12 on 1. She had Gary Coleman Jr., Armon Wiggins, Lovelyti, darn on Malibudollface, Sweetma, and 7 people on the damn panel. So that's 12 people up against one pregnant person arguing with y'all 3 o'clock in the morning, and y'all wonder why she can't get loud. Like, really? And then it seemed like everybody on the darn old chat didn't have no family for the most part. It seemed like they was all single. So it's like they don't know nothing about having a family structure. Lovelyti is a single mother of 2 teenagers who are basically grown, so she don't need to darn on be calm 3 o'clock in the morning compared to children who are still in school. So like I said, just a mess all over. They need to get their damn shit together. And you and the Lovelyti, for you to be the biggest hypocrite of the ball with the biggest channel, how befitting, honey. You darn on sitting there still throughout the whole chat, and they ass dumb enough to darn on let you sit there talking about, see, this is why I don't come and fuck with low vibrational. Bitch, you sat your ass there for 6 hours and entertained Tasha K. I need you to shut on up talking about you don't fuck with low vibrational. Because if you was really a serene person, if you was really on that Erica Badu shit, you would have said your piece within 15 minutes and darn gonna bounce. And I mean, you kept flipping. First, you was trying to act like you was Erica Badu, and then all of a sudden, you trying to act like you was set it off Jada Pinkett, and you kept flip flopping on that. I need you to pick a side. First, you darn on talking about I'm from the hood too. I'm bad it, all this, that, and the motherfucking third, and I darn gonna debunk that. Like, when would you have time to be bad it with sickle cell? Being a size motherfucking 2, you all boobs and nothing else, and you go from hospital to hospital battling the darn on sickle cell disorder. When did you have time to darn on be busting anybody upside the darn on head? You was busting some darn on heads, but you wasn't busting no darn on bitches' heads. Come on now. But you act like you from the damn hood, knowing damn well you wouldn't have said none of that motherfucking shit in darn on Tasha K's presence, because you got her phone number and she got yours. You could have easily darn on set up a location. Both y'all have been at similar events and y'all have avoided each other. But the difference is, I know Tasha K ain't scared of your motherfucking ass. But you is the type that will be quick to pick up that motherfucking phone. You be so stop acting like you motherfucking hood. Talking about I'm bad it, honey. You all talking and no motherfucking bite. Let y'all bitches both be in the same room, honey. Darn, you know you would have got that darn I don't know, that darn shit look like it's glued down. But with darn Panama darn Tasha, she looked like she might snatch the glue off that darn wig of yours. So that's my darn whole synopsis of this. It ain't no winners in this situation. Everybody was wrong as fuck for that. I thought Tasha, you shouldn't entertain it. Lovelyti showed her hypocritical hand about darn acting like she's above the hateration. I don't need no hateration, toleration in this destiny. Guess what? When people talk about Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, people who are truly unbothered, guess what they do? They don't never respond. They don't jump on a live stream for 6 hours and practice in the act of classism and they're gonna act like they hood and all this shit. I'm so hood. And but then all of a sudden you want to act like you on some, oh no, my chakras are out of line. And see, I don't fuck with y'all low vibrational bitches. I'm above all this hater. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You have been for months in these darn chats, just like Tasha K. The only difference is Tasha K can also bring that shit to her own channel and don't give a damn about being demonetized for a video or two. Your ass don't do that. Your ass purposely doggone throw the rock and hide your hands. This is the only time you felt amped up to actually speak publicly because you had doggone 11 other people on your side. Because I honestly believe if it was even doggone a split between people who like Tasha on that panel versus hey, I don't even think she would even did all that. You can't tell me Lovelyti would have even felt comfortable even doing that damn shit if there was even half of the panel that somewhat sided with doggone Tasha K. So Lovelyti missed me with the bullshit. At the end of the day, y'all are really made for each other because honey, y'all was both some backpedaling and dang gone hoes. Doggone Tasha, you kept getting caught up in several shit. You basically admitted that you had some doubts about Star Marie's story, or you just flat out lied to us. It's one or the other, honey. You end up doggone backpedaling and on doggone Malibu calling you a black bitch. He just called you a bitch. I haven't heard her bring Malibu in as far as all three of them orchestrated it. So I'm because like I said, I listened to the half hour thing of Malibu. I didn't hear anything of that sort. Maybe I missed something. Y'all can leave it down in them darn comments below. I don't recall that. But at the end of the day, all this is sad. Y'all are the top darn on YouTubers out of this atmosphere, and y'all acting like a motherfucking bunch of baboons. Y'all all acting darn on ratchet. And matter of fact, honey, a quote from the darn on True Ren, honey, black female fuckery. Black female fuckery at its basics, honey. Cause the finest is darn on, I would say darn on 7. The irony that the one person, I don't know where 7 was at. Honey, it would have really been lit up because doggone Tasha needed somebody to her motherfucking rescue. So the so-called hood bitch needed to doggone come to doggone Tasha's rescue because Tasha can't do nothing right now. She needs to doggone worry about the baby. That's why I was actually half hoping doggone 7 would have slid in the damn chat. Because now that would have been a motherfucking show. Because the irony that y'all coming for her ass. And it's like, bitch, that doggone, the difference between her having a cheap wig on and doggone Lovelyti is number one, your shit supposed to be human hair. I think doggone 7 stars is synthetic bleed. But number two, 7 stars is low medium income. Your ass is making $1 million a year. Why is your shit doggone still the way it is? I don't think 7 stars have nothing but like 25,000 subscribers, and she works a call center job that might make $15 an hour. But bitch, you on TV shows. You darn on being featured as guest features in movies. You darn on doing some IT work because you still an IT. You darn on doing professional editing work. You got 700,000 subscribers on one channel, 300 to 400,000 on another. You making on average maybe about what $60,000 a month, not including donations sent to you, and your shit looking like that. But meanwhile, you now Ace Boon Coons with the darn on top wig stylist. Your tea ain't really selling like that. But it was in the beginning when you was friends with Tasha, who may not have originated the idea, but she did help pirate the darn on shit for you. And meanwhile, I'm going to give you some advice, Malibudollface. Lord, this darn on turned out to be my longest video in history. Y'all know I think this is like the 5th video in 7 years of YouTube where it's past the hour mark. And this just broke the record. I know this is so random, but this just broke the record as my previous video, the Andrew Yang UBI, was my longest running video till this one, honey. Hopefully I can break that when I do the politic talks in a moment. But yeah, Malibudollface, why is you up on this bitch instead of entertaining to see if y'all would all redirect all that animosity between your craft, all y'all can be excellent. So I did agree with Lovelyti there, but the thing is the bitch ain't practicing what she preached. Because one moment she talking about there's enough space for all us to win and all this, that, and the third, but then you are go entertaining in the bullshit, but then turn around and say, oh, this is why I don't fuck with low vibrational asses. But this ain't the first darn on chat that you've been on. This is just the one you've been the most vocal with. You've been in Olivia the Oracle's chat and everybody else darn on dropping a darn your little jabs and shit. So don't act like you darn above the motherfucking darn hateration and you been down there hiding for the longest. So just because you done finally came out to the motherfucking light, all of a sudden you act like you high and mighty above everybody, calling somebody low vibrational. Girl, bye. The only thing that needs to be darn the matter of fact, you can darn deal with a little bit of lowness. Bring that wig down 2 inch lower. Bring that darn the waterways about 2-3 inches back. While you talking about darn low vibrational. Girl, bye. Girl, boo. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw my hands up to it and just leave off with this. To the doggone Malibudollface. You've been on this doggone thing for 10 years now, and you still a slave to the motherfucking wig companies. Instead of you doggone bitching and complaining about doggone two basic doggone ass celebrity rappers that ain't to the degree of Missy Elliott, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, or nobody of authenticity. Y'all doggone bigging up the doggone basic bitch who I would call the Britney Spears of the rap game because her ass is manufactured. Her doggone shit is all pre-written for her, pre-recorded, all that. She's nothing but doggone a showgirl of the doggone rap industry. She ain't no raw lyricist. She can't doggone create nothing off the motherfucking riff. She's doggone manufactured. What you can do, Tokyo, instead of doggone getting in between all this shit, what you need to do after you get Lovelyty's wigs the motherfucker together. She got enough coin to give you some of them, give you some of that Nigerian money for the wigs. What you need to do is get out there, since you doggone finally said you up with the doggone wig making, you caught up on your back months. You need, I don't know why you don't got a private label wig now. You could have been got you some good vendors and doggone started doing your own shit. Why is you still doing reviews at this point in the game? Everybody looks to you as the top wig stylist. So now that I done gave my criticism, y'all know I'm not the type that just gives criticism and go off. I got to give some constructiveness to it as well. I got to give some good gems. So my gems to Malibu is, girl, you need to get with a marketer on your team. You need to go ahead and get the private label together and hire some fellow darn sisters. Sisters! You stay on. None of them bitches, honey. Honey, because I looked at everybody on that chat. Honey, nobody's hair game was up. The irony that y'all was coming for 7 stars and ain't nobody up on there had no darn on good hair. The one bitch who did have some good hair was the darn on Predator, honey. Honey, the Predator with the damn mask, honey. She had a good afro, honey, but that's her natural. I think that's her, yeah. Lions Den, that is your natural hair, right? But yeah, she had a good grade of darn on moisturized natural hair. But everybody else, honey, y'all wasn't bringing nothing. So yeah, Malibu, what you need to do is get up with some vendors and darn gonna get your own private label and start doing your own shit and start making money in your sleep. See, now you don't have to worry about being on the clock for somebody else. Instead of darn gone acting like a Bratz doll in these motherfucking streets because you're not holding up to the motherfucking name of Barbie. Because the irony that you darn gone claiming Malibudollface in the name of Barbie, but you carrying yourself like hood darn gone Bratz doll, that ain't gonna work. You need to be up on your businessman attire, honey. You need to darn gone elevate to the style of RuPaul and start having some darn gone residual income in your sleep. So what you need to do is get with a private vendor, put several people on your payroll, and start making some good quality wigs and have some darn on hair for them to buy out and put your name on it, and your name carries enough weight where they can darn on sell the darn on stuff. And I think you would be far more successful than than your twin Tokyo Styles. Because Tokyo Styles, he focuses just on the celebrities and being flown out among other things, honey. You know, a girl hears what goes on in the streets, honey. Another story for another day. But as far as you can start your wigs out with some of them being down. You know, they can just purchase the hair for $75 to $100. They can have some entry level lace front wigs for like $150 to $200. You can be more flexible in your pricing, and then have some wigs that go up to $1,000. As opposed to Tokyo Styles, he does the shit by himself because he relies on a lot of other things behind the scenes other than celebrity styles. But you, on the other hand, you can have a massive site And you don't have to rely on RPG show or anybody. You can have your own shit with your darn own celebrity. So you need to be working on that. You is 30 years old now. You ain't getting no younger, even though you look like My Little Pony, My Little Pony. Bitch, you need to be selling some My Little Pony hair in this time of the game. You 30 some years old. You can't be darn on out here acting like you 20 some years old no more. You can't darn on keep relying on these companies because now you want to keep being a slave to the motherfucking company. It's time for you to put yourself in a boss position and darn on start employing other people and elevate yourself after you elevate darn on Lovelyti. Lovelyti, honey, I don't got nothing for you. What you need to do is just go back to what you are already doing because you already got it down pat. You got your T down pat. You need to darn on work on expanding on your darn on T line. Work on your editing and all that and stay out of Tasha K drama and vice versa. Tasha K, you darn on doing your media editing company for up and coming YouTubers. You need to be focusing on that instead of going back and forth. If y'all never become friends again, at least y'all can, as a sake of black people, y'all can do just like Jeffree Star and Manny MUA and Patrick Star and all these other white motherfuckers and Asians when they have they falling out and they still have to see each other, at least they can they're gonna be cordial. And we as black people during this time especially, we need to show that we can still have a united front. And especially since we're trying to get reparations for ourselves. We trying to be viewed on a on the political level. We've been trying to be taken seriously, but then they look at the top YouTubers that we show, and then the top YouTubers aren't darn my darn boo. Lord, I just had a brain fart. Charge it to my mind, not my heart. I'm sorry. I've been dealing all day. Renaissance, Cass. I literally forgot her name. Oh my gosh, she's gonna whoop my ass if she ever come across my damn video. Nyla. Nyla said, Lord, none of y'all is on, instead of them being viewed, honey, the top people being viewed. Oh my God, Nala, please, if you ever come across this video, I had a brain fart, sweetie. I swear, I love you. I love you. But instead of them being seen and darn gone getting a conversation started on, reparations and stuff dealing with us, they looking at y'all as the top YouTubers. Malibudollface, 500,000 subscribers. Darn gone, Tasha K, 600,000 subscribers. Lovelyti, 750,000 subscribers. All practicing and darn gone fuckery. And then the ones below that, 50, 75,000 subscribers. All in the fuckery. Y'all need to get y'all business together. And darn gonna get more cohesive. At least if y'all not gonna be on the united front of educating yourselves on some political talks, at least they're gonna show that we as black people can have some sort of decorum about ourselves in the midst of differences of opinion. Because you don't see out of all these arguments with Jeffree Star and Manny and all them, you don't see them motherfuckers on a live stream darn on cussing each other out for the darn on shit. They darn on classy enough to still do their shit behind the scenes to a certain extent and still get sponsorship deals on the massive level. But y'all darn on revealing yourselves all out to the public, and then y'all wonder why the only people fucking with y'all is car marshal and some darn on generic darn on natural deodorants and stuff. And not to say nothing to the generic folks, but I'm talking about the real new ones. I ain't talking about, Diva Curl, because y'all see I got my darn on stuff back here in the cut too. Y'all can get at least more of the long-standing natural companies to fuck with y'all if y'all show y'all have some decorum to yourselves. Especially Lions Den. Like I said, with that darn on hair, she need to be having some Diva Curl products sent to her by PR. And then some OGX, some darn on what's that one up there? The black seed oil and all the other stuff. Eco Styler will send you some darn on stuff. Y'all don't know how to market right. Everybody don't know how to market but Lovelyti. But Tasha K. So y'all need to get y'all marketing game up first. I see it's a lot of darn on miscommunication, but darn on no darn on communication. Once again, a lot of miscommunications, but no actual communications and marketing. Everybody darn on sitting up here darn on gossiping. It's like, okay, what you doing behind the scenes. Because the View, they gossip, but they still got businesses and stuff. Darn on Wendy Williams gossip, but at the end of the day, she got a publishing company. She got a book deal. She got a book. Yeah, she got the publishing company. She got the director company for videos and movies and shit. She's on HSN. Once again, the true successful people always have multiple streams of income. And what I see with all of them is they only have just two streams. They darn gonna rely just on the money that they get from their wigs, Malibudollface, or a little sponsorship here and there, but they ain't creating their own generational wealth. And like I said, with Malibu, there's no reason in the world why he can't have his own private label wig company. Tasha K needs to focus more on becoming a manager for these YouTubers such as Seven Stars and all of them, and giving them fair wages as opposed to them being ripped off by having these other deals that they was getting back in the day. You remember when YouTubers got in these contracts and the managers and stuff was getting like 40% of their YouTube income, versus I think Tasha K got it set up where she don't even get none of their income and stuff. She just get a flat rate fee out of them. So it's like Tasha K is disrupting those darn on sharks that used to rip the high end YouTubers off. She needs to focus more on that instead of the darn on drama. And then that's basically it. So that's my little 2 cents on everything. Like I said, it's all fucked up. And I mean, I thought that somehow Tasha K and Lovelyti would be able to get back together, but I don't see them ever getting back together at this point. I think right now we just need to work on everybody being able to be cordial, just like the white people are. Learn how to have some decorum with yourselves. Focus on putting half that energy towards your businesses and show that we can thrive overall as black people. That's where I see us going as far as them. But yeah, y'all leave y'all thoughts on this. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. I'm going to take me a break as this darn on renders and processes and get ready for my politic talk. Hopefully I can do it, y'all. This darn on video is an hour and 20 minutes long. And then I know this politic talk going to be another hour. Lord, y'all pray for me. Mwah.